Hello everyone, I am Alex Flores, and I'm waiting here for the director of Check It. This documentary is about the Black LGBT youth community in Washington, D.C. They form a gang to protect themselves from assault and exploitation and basically homophobia. So, estamos hablando sobre este documental Check It, que es sobre la comunidad negra en Washington, D.C., donde estos jóvenes forman una banda para protegerse de la homofobia. So stay tuned for the interview with the directors of Check It. Quédense con nosotros para ver la entrevista de los directores de Check It. Hello everyone, I am Alex Flores and I'm here with the director of Check It, Toby Oppenheimer. And he actually directed and produced this documentary. I've been recommending this documentary all over Toronto. It's an amazing documentary and he's going to talk to us about it. And I have a question for you. How did you come out with the subject?
My partner, Dana Flor, and I directed and produced a film called The 9 Lives of Marion Barry about the ex-mayor of Washington, D.C. And we spent many, many years in some of the kind of harder, rougher parts of D.C. and we got to know lots and lots of people. And my partner Dana met Ron Moten, who's our kind of the main mentor subject in the film. And she was talking to him about another project, and then he mentioned that we should meet these kids who were considered themselves a gay gang called Check It. They were putting on fashion shows in the city, and that we should meet them. So we went and met them. We kind of explained that we were interested in helping share their voice, tell their story. They thought about it. They invited us over to hang out with them, and we hung out with them for 4, 5, 6 months without a camera, and just kind of getting to know them, trying to gain their trust. And it took a lot of doing. They're not used to trusting people. Everyone's kind of let them down in their lives. Their parents, their teachers, their church members, everyone's kind of let them down. So it took a lot of doing for them to kind of allow us to bring out the camera and for them to start opening up. And it was a long process. We spent 3-4 years on it. And now we're really excited to be here in Toronto, presenting it for Hotdocs.
It is a very sensitive movie, especially with the whole homophobia shows the documentary. How did you ended up getting this footage where they get attacked and they get this part of the movie and the trailer actually that is punching somebody like.
I mean, we spent a lot of time with these kids. You know, some of them sleep on each other's floors. Some of them are with foster families, are kind of in and out and very kind of tumultuous lives, and they're out a lot at night. They're kids, at least when we were shooting with them. The main subjects are more adults now, but we were just with them all night long. So we would spend night after night after night with them, and that is the fact of the streets of their lives, that they get in those altercations. I mean, they basically came together because they needed to find protection for one another. They were bullied and kind of beaten down growing up, and that's how they came together. They galvanized that way. So when they're out on the streets, people test them, and they're not scared to protect themselves. So we captured that. It was just a matter of being there.
So you as a director, to make a movie like this, what was your biggest challenge?
I think gaining the trust was the biggest challenge. Also, for a film like this, I think it's raw and it can be challenging for viewers and also for funders. It was actually really quite challenging to find the funding for this film, really challenging. And we had an amazing premiere at Tribeca Film Festival, and we were at San Francisco, now here at Hotdocs, and we're just beginning this process of trying to find distribution. So yet more challenges lie ahead for a film like this. People say in this day and age that they want to see these voices and these marginalized people and hear their inner thoughts and their feelings and where they come from, see their perspective. But getting it out to the bigger world through commercial means is a different question. So it's an interesting test of the market and see who really kind of embraces this. Because when people see this film, they embrace it with all of their heart. And
Like I did.
like you did.
I mean, I cry.
I cry. I've seen it 1,000 times, and I cry thinking about it as we present it to people. Because we're in a bubble. Dana and I were in a bubble making this movie, and now it's presenting it, and the energy that you're receiving from people who are hearing these voices for the first time is incredibly emotional.
Well, no doubt that you will get somebody to represent your film. I have no doubts for that. It's an amazing film. Check it.
Thanks, Alex.
And can you invite the audience to come and see your film? When is it presented?
Oh, yes. Tonight, 7 p.m. at the Hotdocs Theater. Tomorrow, 12:15, Sunday at the Hotdocs Theater. And then next Friday, the 6th, I believe, at the Scotiabank in the evening. So please come and support this film that was a true labor of love.
Besides that, you need to get tickets in advance, because I already hear it's sold out for a couple of those presentations. So see you next time. Stay tuned with Hotdocs and Las Perlas TV.
I've been stabbed 10 times. I've been shot.
You get beat the fuck up. You will have no chance.
Until you start hanging around us.
Check It is the only documented and known gay gang in America, maybe in the world.
You had two options, either to run or to fight, and we chose to fight.
And that's how we made our name. That's where we got our respect from.
Now, I want to talk about what we call the Check It transformation to get them in the fashion industry.
Bam! That is this girl's best friend.
I just guess I'm in a place in my life where though I'm trying to change from all that stuff that I used to live.
You know, I believe that we can go down in history. If no one was gonna stand up for us, we stood up for ourselves.
And you're dealing with something with a lot of potential. Potentially great or potentially disastrous.